What's up, guys? It's your favorite Kiwi coach. I'll give you 6 months of your time. I'll give you the best golf swing
of your life.
Whoa. All right, guys, as you can see, we got this white guy back on our channel. So why does he talk about it in between us?
Yeah, so the last week I've been mostly just on the range, putting in a lot of reps. I think it's gotten a lot better, so I'm excited to see how the swing looks today.
Yeah, so basically you were doing quite good. I think you had a qualifying tournament that you hit the ball really well, but wasn't quite scoring.
Right, yeah, I played pretty good. I just had I had like one bad swing where I hit a drive out of bounds on a crucial hole and pretty much cost me the chance of qualifying for the tournament.
Understood. So basically we're going to be taking a look at that in terms of golf swing. We probably know what caused it, but we'll definitely go over that. And then also in the future, guys, we will be going to the course with Grant. So I think there'll be some course management things as well as some other things to help you get that scoring back.
I look forward to it.
Let's go jump in. Yeah, we should be good now. So Grant, you said you hit a shot OB with the driver. Was that a big push out McGee?
No, actually, I had been missing a little right all day. So I decided to aim a little more left and I hit it dead straight. Maybe like a 5-yard drill. I hit a really good shot, but was just aimed in the wrong spot.
You're playing for like a 15-yard push, yeah, and then you hit like a dead straight ball. That's unfortunate.
Shot,
so as we know, mechanically speaking, last lesson, a lot of the right misses were going to be coming from what we talked about with the pelvis movement and kind of the upper body movement. So like hip early rotating, upper body tilting back behind. That's going to open up the face angle, and then from there, if you twist this way, you can square it.
Right.
But then from there, right before impact, you have a lot of work, right, to get that face angle back.
Correct, yeah.
So that's going to be maybe actually 50% of today's lesson will be focused on that. I still don't want to let go of the top of swing position because I felt like we're so close to perfect there. Right. So we got to work on that.
Okay.
But let's do it. Let me get one more swing here. All right, let's take a look here. So a few checkpoints here. Flip it a little inside, but not bad. Take a look at the top. Okay, almost perfect.
Better.
Yeah, definitely better for your first swing of the day. Last one, it was closer to the head. So let's spend a little bit of time on that. I just want to get this at this point where it's on the forearm, a little bit more laid off.
Okay.
Coming down, nothing too crazy there. Yeah, the body tilt is still obviously heavily there. So we're going to work on that a lot today. But yeah, really good job with the top of swing.
Nice.
I'm sure that was a lot of hard work, wasn't it?
Yeah, a few thousand.
A few thousand shots, you know, a couple nights crying myself to bed. And it finally got better. All right, so let's go over the field one more time. So show me that. So where's the hand supposed to be?
In line with the right foot.
Yeah, in line with the right foot when the club head's
outside.
Let's call that 20 degrees out.
Okay.
Then from here, immediately, now we start to go back and flat. And then down, and then it starts to go out towards the wall. That might have been the part that you were kind of missing. Maybe you got to the full amount here, but then as you came down, you didn't try to maintain or increase. That was probably it right there.
Yep.
So try that feel for me. I bet you one swing we get it perfect. All right, Grant, how'd that go?
Yeah, I try to feel like I just drop the club down a little more.
Yeah, so kind of just doing it longer, the whole move, right?
Right.
All right, take what's a little bit inside, not bad. Ah, there you go. Yep. One swing, right?
Yep.
So now the club head's perfectly aligned to that forearm. Bam. It's so much easier now to change, right? I remember the first lesson, it took like maybe 40 swings before you even got close.
Yep.
So this is becoming quite easy for you. All right, maybe we'll do a couple more, then maybe we'll do like 90% of the lesson on the body.
Okay, sounds good.
How about yourself though, when you're practicing, when you're filming, are you able to do that on the range when you just pump it up a little bit more in terms of the amount?
Yeah, this week I was able to change it closer to that right off the bat, where the previous week I wasn't really able to.
Yeah, it took like half the practice to probably get close, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and I think something that helped was feeling this move, the lowering.
Longer, doing it while you're lowering.
Yes.
Ah, there you go. Changing the timing. So if we go over that chart, right, the point of peak or the point of most rotation that you had was actually switched to a little bit of the downswing. So now you peaked later,
Yep.
and next thing you know, the top was better.
Exactly.
Oh, how much in win? In action. Easy. Let's keep going. One last one. There you go. All right, from here, yep, up to the top. And then as we come down here. One more time. For the audience at home, show me the takeaway. Good. Up to the top. There we go. Easy. All right, Grant, I want you to look like Sergio. Just don't have his attitude, okay?
All right.
Nice. Good slice, Grant. Nice wedge.
Big slices.
You're like Sevi over here, right? Slicing your wedges. Perfect. Yeah, if anything, a hair on the late offside, but definitely nowhere near crossed.
Do you like that length better, or would you like a little shorter?
For that club, I'd like to stop it right around here.
Right, yeah.
For like, if you're hitting like a 5-iron, 4-iron, 3-iron, that would be like perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. So a little long, but I mean, we're talking, I don't know, like this much.
Yeah, 3 inches.
Yeah, 2-3 inches at the very most. So I'm happy with that.
Okay.
Let's get into the body.
Okay.
So before we get too far into it, maybe questions first on the pelvis move. Because maybe you practice a little bit, probably, maybe not too much.
Yeah, not too much. So that kind of the drop, kind of feel like I
That
drop
dropping
down
move. And then start to rotate, right?
Right.
So any questions on the specifics of that? I'm gonna go and give you kind of a wrap up of what we said before. So if you are totally lost, don't worry. I can just go into it one more time.
Okay.
But if you do have a specific question, let me know.
Yeah, for me, I feel like maybe I have too much knee bend. I don't know if that's true or not, but I feel like it's very hard to extend my right leg.
I agree.
I feel like I've always been kind of just kind of squat and
Yeah.
not too much movement.
And that's like really common. Like look at Tony Finau. Like typically the taller guys that like bomb it.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, maybe it's just because they're so scared of hitting it offline. They just kind of grown accustomed to having super short swings, not a lot of hip churn, not a lot of body churn, because they don't need a long swing to generate power.
Got it. Yeah.
So maybe that's something there. I don't think you necessarily need to also look like a Rory or maybe like a Justin Thomas who's trying to get maybe like a max amount of hip churn, trying to get a longer swing.
Right.
Or like a Bryson DeChambeau, maybe he's the best, right? Trying to get a massive long swing. So I think for you, amount-wise, we can go somewhere in between.
Okay.
But definitely, I think to your point on the downswing, I think that's what you're kind of referencing as well. It's really easy for this to occur, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I think in the downswing, since I don't get any hip movement or hip turn, I just go all forward. So instead of having the timing or the more time to let the hands fall back down in front of me, with no turn, I'm just out in front. Right
Exactly.
Off the bat.
Exactly.
If that makes sense.
So that's why I think we always have to, on the backswing, get into that, what I say, like the 160 range, like low 160s.
Yep. Yeah, I think that was it.
And that'll just give you maybe a split second more time, which is all you probably need. And then second, the more and more you learn this move before you start to rotate, that'll also give you a lot of time as well.
Okay.
So let's learn that move one more time.
Yeah.
So swing up to the top real quick.
Okay.
So I think the simplest form of this, if you wanted to use like an external cue, imagine like a little chair by your right butt cheek.
Okay.
And you're trying to sit onto that chair with just your right butt cheek. What you're doing there is you're compressing that little ball that connects this bone, the femur, and the pelvis bone.
Okay.
That little ball there, it's actually kind of dropping down, which is allowing you to lower and sink into the ground. And it allows you to rotate your pelvis a little bit more level when you start your rotation. So if I start to kind of go like this, my left side's quite low, my right side's quite high.
Right.
And then most people actually then tend to reverse that as they start to come into the ball. So try one more time. Up to the top for me. All right, guys, so thank you so much for watching till the end here. Grant, why don't you leave with the part about the upper body, because that was definitely the newest part in the lesson and probably the most interesting part so far.
Yeah, so today we worked on the feeling of getting more covered, but the key point is this shallow the club first, so I let my hands kind of drop, and then I cover. Instead of just covering automatically, which will get the shaft too steep and too far left, I really focused on getting the club to shallow first, then cover.
Then steep it. And we talked about that before in other videos where we talk about left side bend, and always in lessons that's the same question from the clients. Like I see that, it makes sense logically, but when I try it, I just get way too steep and down. So if that's the case, what Grant said was probably important. Towards the top, getting that kind of shaft to shallow, or as well, getting the hands to move on that more heart-shaped image as you're starting to left side bend.
Exactly.
Nice. Now, before everyone leaves, Grant, why don't you kind of tell them, you know, maybe more about yourself, maybe where they can follow you if they want to support you or something like that, all that good stuff.
So you can follow me on Instagram at golf_god1. I post all of my kind of golf results and anything that I'm doing in my daily life through there. And right now I'm just preparing for second stage QT, which will be at Golf 5 Sunny Field in November. And my goal this year is to make it the final stage QT and get my full status on a BEMA tour and hopefully a Japan tour for next year.
Absolutely. So if you guys want to go support Grant, there'll be that Instagram link down below. Also, if you want to learn more about him, we have a web page that's dedicated to Grant, so you can check that out down below as well. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.